Republican presidential hopefuls are gearing up for 2 Southern primaries today.
The strategy for candidates trying to appeal to Southern voters.
And the financial reward one man is offering for help with his love life. Jude?
Yesterday we were close to 70. Well, underneath this warm front over the next few days, we will talk about the chance for some records being broken. It is an unbelievable 7-day outlook, and actually the next 5 to 10 days unusually warm. We'll talk about the Long Ranger. It does bring in a decent chance for thunderstorms, though. That's kind of the bad part of the outlook.
The NCAA tournament begins today with Western Kentucky, but U of L and UK still have a few more days to get ready.
Well, Coach John Calipari thinks the Cats need to focus on, and how Cards coach Rick Pitino feels about those infrared uniforms. Well, the Lady Cards and Cats basketball teams made it into the tournament.
We'll tell you where they stand and who their first opponents are going to be.
And how some local families affected by the tornadoes will receive a brand new home for free. Time now is 6:37. Many are questioning the role of the U.S. military in Afghanistan after a soldier allegedly killed 16 Afghan civilians.
The punishment that soldier could face and the plans for the U.S. mission in Afghanistan.
And meet the youngest competitor in her school's spelling bee, now on her way to the national competition. Sugary drinks could have a negative effect on men's health.
The increased risk men should be aware of before they reach for a soda.
The tornado cleanup continues in southern Indiana.
A look inside the Henryville Junior Senior High School and when officials hope to have that school back open.
And the positive outlook U of L coach Rick Pitino has for his team in the tournament. Jude Redfield.
Good morning. Right now it feels great out there. Temperatures in the upper 40s to middle 50s. It's nice and dry. Satellite and radar not showcasing any rainfall or thunderstorm action as of yet. But later on tonight into tomorrow, we do have some weather concerns. I'm tracking heavy rain and thunderstorms that will be a thorn in our side.
Mary Poppins is flying into Louisville this week.
Keith Kaiser's getting a behind-the-scenes look at this Broadway series production on stage at the Kentucky Center. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning. So many special effects and so many costume changes, hair changes that happen in Mary Poppins. Hello, Mary. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Mary, we're going to talk to the person behind the hair and makeup coming up on WDRB in the morning.
In a record-breaking comeback, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers survived the first round of the NCAA tournament.
A look at that comeback over Mississippi Valley State. And
in less than 2 minutes, you can start applying for the 230 jobs up for grabs at GE's Appliance Park. Why you do not want to wait if you're interested. Next on WDRB in the morning.
It is tax time, and taxpayers want to get the biggest refund possible.
Financial advisor Mark Lampkin is here to explain the most often overlooked home-related tax breaks that can significantly boost taxpayers' refund amounts. Mary Poppins, the musical, is in Louisville at the Kentucky Center for just a few days. Keith Kaiser learning more about the show this morning and really getting into the act. Keith?
Yes, Candace. I wish I was a chimney sweep and I had a better accent, but yeah, you'll have to tune in for the actual show happening tonight and through the weekend. But right now, we're inside the Banks' home, 17 Cherry Tree Lane. And we're going to actually see what goes into putting a set together like this and all the parts and pieces coming up on WDRB in the morning.
Some of the best fans in the world.
It's undescribable. There's nothing like this, ever.
The parties continued into this morning in Lexington after UK won the NCAA tournament late last night. Police in riot gear patrolled the city as huge crowds took to the streets. Coming up, a recap of UK's win in New Orleans and how the fans in Lexington are celebrating. Surveillance video shows the dramatic moments when a tornado rolled through Henryville, Indiana.
The view from the bus that ended up across the street from the school.
And the plans for a whole new development at a site of one of the city's crime-ridden housing projects. Good morning, Jude Redfield.
Good morning. Most of the day is going to be really nice. Temperatures taking off. We have near record warmth. Unfortunately, the party will come to an end as a low pressure moves in our direction. I'm talking about some heavy rain and the risk for severe weather.
The pink carpet is being rolled out for the annual Hats for Hope event.
Keith Kaiser is getting a preview of fashions and other items being auctioned off. Keith, that looks so lovely on you.
Well, thank you. Yes, an optical illusion. See, I'm not really wearing the hat, but I might be wearing this one that Terry is designing this morning. We got a little Derby Hat 101 and how you can actually get one of these hats that were behind me. Hats for Hope happening Thursday night. The benefit. We'll tell you more coming up on WDRB in the morning.
Students in Lexington celebrated Kentucky's NCAA championship into the morning hours today.
How you can be part of a much safer campus celebration later today.
The JetBlue pilot that went on a rant midair remains behind bars.
The plans for the pilot who had to be tackled by his passengers.
And the surprise intruder that caused some serious damage to one home in Missouri.
Derby season is kicking off with a big benefit for the J. Graham Brown Cancer Center.
Keith Kaiser is looking at the inspiration behind the annual Hats for Hope event. He joins us now live. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning. Yeah, it's all about the hats, I think. Here are some displayed here. These will be auctioned off on Thursday night. And this morning, Terry Pfeiffer from Henrietaville designing one this morning. Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
So, and hats like this, you got to know what you're looking for before you start to find a derby hat.
That's correct. That's correct.
So what are you throwing in here?
This is for the Oaks. It's a very pink hat for the pink out for the ladies with the lilies for the fillies.
That is beautiful.
And the dark pink is a very in color.
And you know what? It might match some ice cream that's coming in a little later on.
Hey.
Comfy Cow's going to stop by and tell you about the desserts you can have during Hats for Hope event happening on Thursday night to benefit the Cancer Resource Center here at the James Graham Brown Cancer Center. So we'll have more coming up a little later on WDRB in the morning.
Actor Ashton Kutcher is taking a break from the small screen to star in a new film.
The technology giant he is set to portray. Jude?
No weather problems right now. Temperatures in the 50s. Later on, we could have some problems as we talk about the risk for severe weather. I'll have the timeline and also look at our future radar and let you know the areas that could see some of those big thunderstorms.
The celebrations got wild in Lexington last night after the UK Wildcats won the NCAA tournament.
Now you can attend a much safer event on the campus today to help welcome home the champion Cats.
A good chance for pop-up showers and thunderstorms, and some of the storms will have some very heavy rainfall to track.
WDRB in the morning, sponsored by Acura.
The Acura TSX comes with standard features like leather and Bluetooth. With the available technology package, it also...
But remember, not every citizen petition for landmark status is approved. For instance, the commission recently turned down the Kenwood Drive-In in the Louisville South End. Today's question is, who should step in to preserve historic buildings? Several of my colleagues want the Metro Council to have the final say. I say that for 40 years, our Landmarks Commission has heard citizen petitions, conducted in-depth research, held hearings, and if negotiations with the owner failed, stopped the bulldozer. I fear if Metro Council insists on holding the demolition trump
one of 4 weekly cash prizes of $500 throughout March. Find a gold pin for a chance to win one of many grand prizes from sponsors like Kroger and Kentuckiana Honda dealers. Your festival, your party, your pin. Visit PegasusPins.com.
On Stormview HD radar, you can see some heavy rain in between Bainbridge and Petersburg. These are working off to the east. We'll talk about that severe weather risk and more record temperatures in the 7-day.
WDRB in the Morning, sponsored by Steak and Shake.
People everywhere are dropping everything to get to the Nissan Now sales event. Get great deals now, like $500 bonus cash on popular models.